Namaskar. Thanks to all of you for your kind cooperations. Today we are discussing about moon. Moon and sun, both the planet is very important in our day-to-day work. So it is very important in our Vedic astrology also. In Western astrology, sun gets more important, but in our Indian astrology, moon gets highest important. Suppose in the first house of every sign, sun is posited, sun will be exalted. And if moon is present together with sun, that is a very good Raj Yoga. Moon in Aries sign, friend sign, and sun is exalted therewith. Both the vital planet, when strong in the chart, natives' future will be bright. So, today's discussion we are more emphasizing on moon. Moon, when placed in his own nakshatra, like Rohini, like Shravana, like Hasta, or nakshatra of Brihaspati, like Punarvasu, or nakshatra of Mars, Mrigashira, or Ashwini, moon gives great achievement to the native. So nakshatra and nakshatra lord is very important as per our KP system also. Now moon, we are discussing with here how we can analyze the natives business, career or job or maybe creative or maybe talented work on the light of moon. But we are not taking the Chandra Kundali. We are taking Lagna Kundali. An analysis from it. Chandra Kundali, the position of moon is very important. Suppose moon is posited in first house, in Chandra Kundali, or in Lagna Kundali. Now from Lagna Kundali, 10th house is Capricorn sign. Lordship goes to Saturn. Where Saturn is posited in the chart, dispositor, very important, the strength of Saturn. Not only that, also importance goes to moon, from moon, the 10th house, where the other planet is posited. With respect to moon, if it is friends, then it gives strong result. If it is inimical planet, may not give so much good result may be moderated. Also the house lord, that planet bearing with, that is also important. So many things is there. Lordship of the planet and the opposited planet and the nakshatra in which that the dispositor is posited or moon is posited. Now we are coming to the main discussions. Our discussion's main theme is that we have to analyze the natives' business work, job, creative work, talented work with respect to moon. Moon is very important when it is full moon, or it is moon is exalted in Taurus sign, or moon is own sign Cancer, or friend sign in Pisces. Moon gives strong effect. But when moon is posited in inimical sign, that result may be minimized. Now, what is our main thinking? Where moon is posited in the Lagna chart? From that, we are counting 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th house, which zodiac sign is there? And that lordship, that means dispositor, placement in the chart. And moon in which nakshatra? Or moon strength, full moon, exalted, own sign, friend sign, that to be analyzed. From that we can try to predict what is the result of professions or career or job of the native. Now we are coming to the chart to make it more clarity. Now coming to the Kalpurusha Kundali. In this Kundali, from first house to 12th house, how the placement of moon give impact on the native's life, mainly professions, career, job, business, talented work, creative work, etc. Now, first of all, we try to describe moon in the first house. That means in RISHI, moon is placed. From here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th house is the Capricorn sign here. So the placement of Lord of Capricorn Saturn is very important. If Saturn, the dispositor, is posited in Libra sign, it will be exalted. Or Saturn is posited in Aquarius sign, Moon Trikona, very strong. Or Saturn is posited in Taurus sign, friend's house. Or Saturn is posited in Gemini sign, friend's house, giving good results. So dispositor strength is very important. Now 10th house of Kalpurusha Kundali from first house, which planet is posited in 10th house and which lordship is there with the planet, that is also important. That planet reveals which kind of professions will be theirs. Generally, it is the 10th house of Kalpurusha Kundali. Here lordship goes to Saturn, so it is the karmic house. It is the house of karma. So native generally will be very much a hard-working, dedicated, disciplined, laborious and responsibility bearing. Native will be. And native will get success in his business, in his job or in his professions. Actual profession will be analyzed in which nakshatra the moon is placed and Saturn is placed. Suppose moon is placed in Rohini nakshatra, Saturn is placed in Pusha nakshatra, both are auspicious planet. Native will be in like a professor, native will be in administrative work, native would be a great philosophers, all will be theirs. So dispositor is important, posited planet in 10th house is important, and moon and dispositors posited nakshatra, that is also get importance here with, from which we can analyze the natives' professions, career, job, business, etc. Only condition is that moon here in first house should be free from paptattari, free from malefic conjunctions, free from malefic aspect. If malefic aspect, malefic conjunction, paptattari is there, the result will be modified. Now moon is placed in the second house. From second house we have to count 8, 10. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is the 11th house. So when moon is placed in the second house, the 11th house gives the actually profession, job, career, creative work, talented work, everything. Now actually what happens? In Kalpurusha Kundali, moon in second house it is exalted, moon is very strong. And in 11th house, lordship goes to Saturn, dispositor is Saturn. What Saturn is posited? If Saturn is posited in Libra sign, it will be exalted, giving very good result. Or Saturn is posited in Capricorn sign, own sign, that is also very good. Or friend sign like Virgo, it will be give very good results. So, when second house moon is posited, native generally may be in family business. That family business native try to enhance or flourish. Native may be also in business like that of hotel tourism, that may be there since moon is exalted. And here the 10th house from second, that is 11th, here lordship goes to Saturn. Native will be very much hardworking, dedicated, disciplined and laborious, responsibility bearing. So native would get success. Not only that, 11th house is connected. It is Aquarius sign in Kalpurusha Kundali. So it gives professions. Here it is success. Here it is the actually profit gain, the signification of 11th house. Here it is the elder brother, elder sisters, or social circle. All support will be there from elder brother, elder sister, or from a social circle. Native would get success. So signification is also important. In which house? The 10th from that signification, and also moon placed on that house. In second house, it is the finance, it is the wealth, it is the food, it is the speech. All are there. Native will be good speaker. Try to motivate the other. Native may be a motivational speaker also. When second house moon, from which we are counting 10, coming to the 11th house. So second house, 11th house relationship. This is a Raj Yoga. Native get every success in life. Only condition is that the dispositor of 11th house, Saturn, should be either exalted sign in Libra, or in Capricorn sign, or in Friend sign. And here the moon's placement already we told it is in exalted state, so very strong. And second 11 connection are always giving Raj Yoga. Provided the condition is that 11th house where moon from 10th, it should be free from Apkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. Similarly, the second house also where moon is posited. Now, moon when posited in third house. Third house is the signification of communications. It is the signification of skill, willpower, sibling, media, change of place. All are there in the third house. Moon is a speedy planet, makes the place change easily. And moon is placed herewith in the third house. It is actually in Kalpurusha Kundali, Gemini sign. From here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. 10th house is the 12th house. Third house to 12th house, it is the 10th. So moon is placed in the third house. Moon signifies water, sea waters. Moon signifies distance journey. So native may be in the business of foreign land. Also international type of MNC type of business native may be involved when 10th house is 12th house from moon. 12th house also in the long investment, maybe investment in real estate, maybe in nursing home, maybe in hospital, that may be also theirs. So 12th house from 12th house is 10th from third house. So third house signification already we discussed. The moon is the planet. So which planet is posited in 12th house? That is very important. And 12th house lord, that means 12th house lord in Kalpurusha Kundali is Jupiter. Where Jupiter is posited. If Jupiter is posited in Cancer sign, it is exalted. Or Jupiter is posited in Aries sign, it is own sign very strong. Or Jupiter is posited in own sign, Sagittarius, very strong will be. So dispositors tend to be analyzed properly. And since here moon is involved in the third house is the creative. So native may be a good singer, native may be a great painter, native may be a great footballer. So all skills will be theirs. When third house moon is there and 12th house free from any type of malefic conjunction, papkatari, malefic aspect. Only benefic aspect may coming here with. Suppose Jupiter is placed in the 6th house. So 7th aspect coming to the 12th house. Or Venus is posited in 6th house, 7th aspect coming to the 12th house. Or Mercury is placed in the 7th house, 6th house, giving 7th aspect on the 12th house. Similarly, other planets also. So the third house, when moon is placed, native will be very much creative. Native's creative atmosphere may cross the boundary of the nations since 12th house is involved. Native may be also in business. Moon also signifies milk, other food product, hostel tourism, that type of business native may be involved when it is in the 12th house. Distance from own house, own birthplace, native will go for business in there. Provided the condition is that the 12th house is free from Papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. Now, moon coming to the 4th house. 4th house moon is very strong. It is the significator house of moon and Venus. Now, 4th house moon is posited. Then the 10th house is 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th house is Lagna. So from Lagna we can get some information about the profession, about the business, about the talented work, about the creative work. In the Lagna, if the Lagna Lord is very strong, in Kalapurusha Kundali, Lagna is Mars. In Mars is well placed. Suppose Mars is placed in the Capricorn, exalted, or Mars is placed in the Scorpion, own sign, very strong, or Mars is placed in Leo signs, Singha Rashi, that is very strong. So dispositor as 10 when strong, and moon is placed in the 4th house, native makes himself just like an industry. Native will be very much famous. So native will be an industrious person. Native will be a hard-working person. Native will be a dedicated person. So whole personality will be increased when moon is placed in the 4th house and supporting planet in the 1st house, 10th from the 4th. So 10th from the 4th reveals. Actually here 10th from the 4th is the Lagna. So native himself may be a great celebrity actor. Native may be a good singer. Native may be a great artist. Native may be a great professor. Native may be a great CEO of private sector. Native may be a executive of government sector. All may be theirs. So native would get every success provided the 1st house is free from Papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. Now moon is placed in the 5th house. 5th house is the house of knowledge, house of creativity, house of progeny, house of creations, house of children, house of wealth, house of higher educations. Is 5th house is the house of speculative business, entertainment, all are there in 5th house. So when 5th house moon is placed, native very strong in his knowledge or his culture or maybe in his creation powers. From 5th house, it is the 7th house, 8, 9, 10. The 10th house is the 2nd house. So 2nd house reveals, when moon is posited in 5th house, 2nd house reveals its business, creativity, talented work, job, all kinds of work involved with the native. So in 2nd house, it is the house of wealth, house of professions. It is the house of actually status. It is the house of wealth, house of family care. It is the house of food, house of good speech. All are there in the 2nd house. Native may be a motivational speaker. Native may get so much wealth to make flourish his own family business or other business also, moon related. That may be packaging, that may be food, that may be hotel, all types of industry. Native may be an entrepreneur or native try to enhance the family business. Here the 5th house knowledge is there. So native get too much knowledge to in any type of profession. Native may be a good professor or may be a good administrator. All may be there. Natives getting the knowledge from the 5th house while moon is posited. So from 5th house, 10th house is the 2nd house. So 2nd house reveals actual the professions. So it is business, family business. It may be government job. It may be a private job, having high ranking private job may be theirs. So here Only condition is that the second house should be free from papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. That means no affliction in second house. Then all attributes would be theirs. Now coming to the sixth house. Moon is placed in the sixth house. From sixth house, it is the seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth. Tenth house is the third house. When sixth house moon is posited, the tenth house is the third house. Third house is the house of black horse. It is very speedy house. It is the first aim of the life and the fulfillment of desire in the 11th house. Desire is starting from the third house. So moon is placed here in third house. The sixth house signification is what? Sixth house signification is competition. The competitive mind will be there. Sixth house is Rog, Rin, Ripu. So all concept will be there. Sixth house is litigation. So native have to fight with every signification of sixth house. Now here the 10th house is our third house. Third house is actually what happens? Third house is actually communication. Native will be highly communicative. Skill, native gets skilled. It is the house of willpower, sibling, media. Native will be very much oriented in media life. So native would get every success. Native would be a great actor. Native may be a great footballer. Native may be a great cricketer. When moon is placed in the sixth house and 10th house is third house. Provided third house should be free from papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. Now moon is coming to the 7th house. 7th house, moon is placed. From here, first house is the 7th house, then it is the 8th house, 9th house, 10th house is the 4th house. So moon is placed in the 7th house. We have to analyze the 10th house. 10th house in Kalpurusha Kundali is Cancer sign. So here if Jupiter is posited, it makes the native a good professor, maybe a good administrator. So all may be as per the posited planet here in the 10th house. And dispositor of the planet, here dispositor is moon itself, that is posited in the 7th house. And 7th house from which moon is aspecting the first house. So first house will also involved. First house is native itself. Native's moon 7th house posited. We are analyzing 10th house and moon's 7th aspect coming to the first house. So Lagna Lord, that means native itself. Native mindset, native's strength, native's appearance, native's glamour, all will be involved here with to make the success. Here native may be generally in business type of that means vehicles business, maybe in any type of material business, that may be of building, etc. A native may get the care of mother care will be there. All comforts is there in the 10th house. So native gets so much wealth from business, from job. Here this is the house, the 10th house, signification is parents' house, mother, luxury, comfort, vehicles, all will be there. So native would get success. Now coming to the 8th house, suppose moon is posited. Generally in 8th house, in Vrishchik Rashi or Scorpio, moon is debilitated. Moon is nichastha. But if Jupiter is posited in 2nd house, 7th aspect coming here with, then it makes Gajkesari type of joke. Or from here, moon aspecting the 2nd house of wealth. So that is also to be analyzed. So when moon is placed in the 8th house, we have to count 10th house. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th house is the 5th house. Actually, 5th house is knowledge. 5th house is creativity. 5th house is creations. 5th house is children. 5th house is wealth, speculative business. in all area native would get success. Native, when the 10th house from moon, it is the 5th house. Native will be knowledgeable. Native having so much creative power. Native may be a great actor. Native may be a great singer, great artist. Native may be great footballer, great wicket cricketers. Native may be a great professor also. Native having so much knowledge. So here, when moon is placed in the 8th house, the 10th house is 5th house. So native, all success will be theirs. Provided there should not be any papkatari in 5th house, no malefic conjunction, malefic planets. And condition is that the dispositor of 5th house, sun should be well placed in the chart. That may be 1st house, sun is exalted. So when moon is placed in the 8th house and the 8th lord, why it is posited? That means that is also be analyzed. When 8th lord well placed in the chart, that is giving good attributes to the native. Native may be a successful person in his creative world, in his talented work, in his job or professions. Now when moon is placed in the 9th house, 9th house is the house of gurus, house of teacher, house of fathers, house of higher learning, house of higher distance journey, house of spirituality, all are there. From 9th house, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th is the 6th house. 6th house actually day-to-day karma. 6th house is competitions. Native would get success in competitions. Native crack the competitive examination at educational level like NEET, IIT, etc. Also in the job level, that may be executive examination of state level or UPSC examinations. So 9th house when moon is placed, native would get success in signification of 6th house. Only condition is that 6th house should be free from papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspects. And where the 6th lord is posited, 6th lord suppose posited in Gemini sign, very strong. Or we have to check the 9th lord, when 9th lord is posited. If 9th lord Jupiter is posited in Pisces sign, very strong, or 9th lord Jupiter is posited in Cancer sign, that is also very strong. So 2 house lord, why it is posited, their strain is a factor for giving attribute for particular house. Now we are coming to the 10th house. It is very important house. It is the house of karma. It is the status of karma. Here moon is posited. From here moon aspecting the 4th house of mother, family success, all will be there. So moon aspect is also to be considered. 7th aspect of moon for wealth. In his work, he tried to accumulate wealth that is coming from herewith. From his work, he has the vehicles, here is the comfort, luxury, all will be there. So native have the mind for making money by his profession, by his business, by his talented work. So earning, try to increase. Native have a heavy tendency, try to increase his earnings. Now from here, we have to count 10th house. It is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th house is the 7th house. So 7th house actually show the karmic activity. 7th house is business, partnership business, spouse. 7th house is diplomatic work with different nations. The native may be involved in diplomatic work in national level. Native may be in business with foreign country also. 7th house signifies foreign country. And moon also signifies the foreign land across the sea. So native, when 10th house moon is posited, native may be in big businessman. Native may be a business giant. Native may be, he is very happy with his spouse. Spouse also support the native in his work. So this is very important. Only condition is that 7th house should be free from Papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. And 7th lord, the Libra sign lord, Venus, should be well placed in the chart. May be placed in the 2nd house own sign. Or Venus may be exalted in Pisces sign. That is to be checked in the chart. And the sign lord in which the moon is placed, that sign lord Saturn were placed in this chart, that to be checked. That to be maybe in the Aquarius sign, maybe in friend's house, Gemini sign, Virgo sign, also may be theirs. Now moon is coming to the 11th house. 11th house, from here, we have to count 10th house. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th house is the 8th house. So, from 11th house, it is the 10th house, 8th house. So 8th house is house of stress, house of struggle, house of hidden work, house of astrology, occult science, all are there. Native may be familiar with astrology, occult science, maybe in the raw or that type of CBI or CID, that type of job. But it is the house of transformations from rock to heaven. So natives' life from poverty to richness will be started here with, and ultimately native would get success. Now 11th house moon is posited, moon giving the aspect on 5th house. So 5th house will be activated together with 8th house. Since moon aspecting the 5th house is knowledge, native having so much knowledge, native having so much creativity, native having so much wealth. So all are coming to the 8th house. So native would get easily transform his life from poverty to richness. Only condition is that 8th house should be free from Papkatari malefic conjunctions, and 11th house also where moon is posited. Now the dispositor of 8th house should be exalted, own sign, friend sign in the birth chart, and dispositor of 11th house should be well placed, exalted sign, own sign and friend sign. Now moon is coming to the 12th house. 12th house, no doubt, having some expense, having some loss, expenditure, but 12th house when moon is posited, their moon having some spiritual mind in 12th house. But from 12th house, if we count here with, then 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, then 9th house will be the 10th house. 9th house is the house of fortune, house of distant journey, house of learning. When moon is placed in the 12th house of Kalpurusha Kundali, the 9th house, native may be in foreign job, native may be in foreign business, native may be in higher educations, in different universities, like visiting professors of different universities of throughout the world, when moon is posited in 12th house. 12th house, native have moon is posited, and that 10th house is the 9th. So native will be fortunate. Father help will be there. Teacher help will be there. Native will be get stabilized in the society. Native may be a great guru or teacher or professor or maybe philosopher also. Now coming to the chart of Katrina Kaif, great Bollywood actress and model. She is very famous throughout the world. Date of birth 16 July 1983. Time of birth 6:40 am. Place of birth Hong Kong. It is Cancer ascendant and zodiac sign is Virgo. That means Cock Lagna. It is Kanya Rashi. Kanya Rashi, Cock Lagna, great chart of Katrina Kaif. What is the unique in this chart? In the 2nd house, Venus is posited, giving so much wealth and prosperity in the life of Katrina Kaif. 3rd house, our main concern today, third house moon is posited in Virgo sign. From here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th house, where Sun and Mars is posited, Gemini sign. So Sun and Mars, the conjunction is very much useful for making him a great actor or celebrity. Sun is the vitality, Sun is the spread of talent, and Mars is the determinations. All are there with the native. In Gemini sign Mercury is intelligence. The Gemini sign, the dispositor, Mercury is posited in first house, aspecting the 7th house of people, so much contact with the people, that of Katrina Kaif. Now not only that, the karmic planet Saturn is exalted in Libra sign in 4th house. So she is too much dedicated, hardworking, disciplined persons. And Jupiter is placed in the 5th house of talent with Ketu, having so much intuition power. And from here, Jupiter aspecting the 7th house of success, and 9th aspect coming to the Lagna. So native's Lagna, that means native self-expression, native self-activity increased by the 9th aspect of Jupiter, fortune aspect of the Jupiter. Native would get every success. And 11th house Rahu, when Mars and Saturn is very active, hardworking, dedicated. 11th house Rahu giving so much blessings of too much wealth, too much prosperity in life. So this is the great chart where moon is placed in the 3rd house, and 3rd from 10th is the 12th for abroad. He is so much popular throughout the world. Katrina Kaif, the great model and great actor of Bollywood. Coming to the charts of Bill Gates, owner of Microsoft and Gates Foundation also, world famous business persons. One of the richest person also. Date of birth 28 October 1955. Time of birth 2058. Place of birth Seattle, USA. Ascendant is Gemini and zodiac sign is Pisces. So it is Mean Rashi and Mithun Lagna. Great chart of Bill Gates. What happens here in this chart? In the 3rd house, Jupiter is placed, giving 7th aspect on the 9th house. And the 9th aspect on the 11th house of success. He is a successful business person throughout the world. Now in the 4th house, in the Virgo sign, Mercury is placed. Mercury is very own sign, very strong. With Mars, Mars is the 11th lord. So 4th house is very strong, so he gets so much wealth, prosperity, so many vehicles, so much wealth, possession is there in the possession of Bill Gates. All care, all comfort are there. The 4th house is very strong. So 4th house, 11th house link is there. Not only it is ascendant, 4th house and 11th house, 3 house is strongly connected in this chart. Now in the 5th house of talent, Venus is placed in his own sign, Libra. So he is great celebrity of the world, Bill Gates is. Not only that, in the 5th house, Saturn is exalted in Libra sign. And the karmic planet exalted here with. So he is very much hardworking, dedicated. Sun, Saturn, Venus, 3 planets in the 5th house, aspect in the 11th house of success. So all endeavor, all entrepreneurship, he gets success. Now coming to the 6th house, Rahu is posited. Rahu in 6th house very strong. In the Upachaya Bhav, 3rd, 6th, 11th, Rahu very strong. Rahu, he had destroyed the enemy, so progress will be theirs. Our main concern is here Moon. Moon is placed in the 10th house. Now Moon's 7th aspect on the Virgo sign, Mercury, Mars, Mercury Mars Moon conjunction is there for making so much prosperity in life. From Moon, it is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th house is the 7th house in the chart. 7th house Lordship Jupiter well placed in the 3rd house in Leo sign. So he is a great business person. 7th Lord well placed in the 3rd house. And Moon giving 7th aspect on Mercury and Mars, making a good conjunctions. So from this chart, from the placement of Moon, it is determined Bill Gates is one of the best businessmen and one of the richest person. Moon also signify wealth, liquid money, change, all are theirs. So this is great chart. And 10th from Moon is the 7th, and 7th house Lord Jupiter exalted in 3rd house. And what happens here, 9th house is free from Papkatari. Not only that, the Moon's house also free from Papkatari malefic conjunctions. So this is very great chart of Bill Gates. Coming to the chart of Akshay Kumar, great Bollywood actors, world famous actor, Akshay Kumar. Date of birth 9 September 1967. Time of birth 12:05. Place of birth Amritsar. Ascendant is Scorpio, District Lagna, and zodiac sign is Libra, Tula Rashi, District Lagna, great chart of Akshay Kumar. In the Lagna Lord is very strong. Lagna Lord itself placed in the Lagna, Mars, Scorpion Lord, Mars, placed in the 1st house. Now, what our main discussion in this chart? Moon is placed in the 12th house. From here, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 9th house is the 10th house. So here Jupiter is exalted. So much wisdom, so much knowledge, so much skill is there with Akshay Kumar to achieve his target, to achieve his destiny or goal of life. From here Jupiter giving 7th aspect on the 3rd house of creation, he is a creative person. And 9th aspect on Saturn. When Saturn gets aspect of Jupiter, Saturn giving more benefic work other than malefic. Here Jupiter 9th aspect, fortune aspect on the Saturn. So Saturn is modified herewith by the aspect of Jupiter. So Saturn here is not malefic. Saturn here is benefic by the aspect of Jupiter. Not only that, the Jupiter is exalted. So he is too much talented one. And 10th house in the own sign, Sun is placed with Venus, Sun-Venus conjunction, giving him too much action, too much activeness, too much vitality, too much determinations, and too much wealth on Sun-Venus conjunction in 10th house. 11th house, Mercury itself posited in Virgo sign. So 11th house is very strong. The highest Upachaya Bhav. And the second Upachaya Bhav, Rahu is posited. Rahu and Mercury giving too much benefit to the native. By intelligence of Rahu and Mercury, Rahu will be controlled. A native would get success in every entrepreneurship, every endeavors.